When we're young, we get those moments of intense pleasure at achieving something, at reaching a benchmark. They're moments I now describe as yay moments, punch the air moments. They could include the first time we lifted a kettle onto the stove to boil, or finally managed to light a fire at camp, or of course when we passed the driving test. Most adults find these moments are rarer, so when one happens, it's even more of a reason to say yay. Example: Tower Bridge had since youth been in my mind the equivalent of the gateway to the rest of the world. So being able to steer a narrowboat through London and under it, well, you can imagine, it was one such moment, with added emotion, I suppose. Another moment, railway guard related, happened recently. I suppose I was about 10 when I was first given an electric train set. Thank you, Christmas. Thank you, parents. It was followed up some time later by the gift of a Model A4 Pacific. Over time, before reaching the age at which model railways became uncool, to me at least, that engine became such a familiar part of my youth that I sought out photographs of it wherever I could. But I knew that since the locos themselves were by that time restricted to the northeast of the country, my chances of actually seeing one were just about zero. After all, we didn't make long journeys on the off chance in those days. Wind forward, North York Moors Railway, summer 2014. What should appear at the Pickering terminus but Sir Nigel Gresley, an A4 Pacific. Amazing. A few years later, and on our very own Bluebell Railway, another of the class, Bittern, appeared. I'll let her talk for herself. The advantage of being off-duty and not travelling behind the loco is that you can take photographs and, of course, see more. Even as a guard, you can shoot videos from unusual places, such as in the sidings. Even better, you have the privilege of coupling up an A4 to a rake of coaches, just as you did with the model version all those years previously. Never before had the clunk of a Buckeye coupling been so welcome, or in comparison, so loud. And that's just about it. Nearly the end of my career as a guard. Age has finally decided that I should hang up the whistle, or whatever guards do when they retire. I keep on using the word privilege, but that weekend was a real privilege to be close up and personal to one of the locos that I'd idolised almost since childhood. And it also seems an appropriate way to have my nearly last day behind a loco. However, it's not the end of my time with the Bluebell, so if you're of the Bluebell Railway, hard luck. I start training as a signalman fairly shortly.